Donald Trump is very close to getting away with the Epstein thing because of all the distractions he's creating all over the place. And we're gonna stay on the Epstein story. We're gonna demand that these files get released. We're gonna demand that we know the names. We're gonna demand accountability for people who were predators of children. But in the meantime, we have to trudge on, and we have to address the current what he's attempting to make distractions, but still those distractions, if they come to fruition, would damage the country. They are dangerous just by their very nature. And yesterday he posted on Truth Social this insanity about canceling the pardons of Joe Biden because of the Autopen, and also threatening to prosecute Joe Biden. Strange that Donald Trump can't be prosecuted for anything because the Supreme Court gave him just radical, unlimited, unprecedented immunity for crimes committed while in office. But Donald Trump thinks he can prosecute Joe Biden because I guess he wasn't president. Just like his presidential pardons can be canceled. Can Donald Trump's be canceled? Can the next person that comes in just cancel the pardons? No, they can't. It is the unfortunate element of our Constitution that until amended, we have to abide by. The rule of law, right? This is what he wrote. Any document signed by sleepy Joe Biden with the Autopen, which was approximately 92% of them, but Mr. Stats over here, we're going to lower drug prices by 5,000 million billion zillion percent. Great. 92% of them is hereby terminated and of no further force or effort. The Autopen is not allowed to be used in approval if approval is not specifically given by the President of the United States. It starts a new paragraph, I guess. You know, it's Donald Trump. Look, we can't hold him to too high a standard relative to understanding his native tongue. I mean, they want English to be the official language of the United States, yet their cult leader can't even speak it fluently or write it fluently. Make it make sense. The Radical Left Lunatics, all capitalized for some reason, circling Biden around the beautiful Resolute Desk in the Oval Office, took the presidency away from him. Joe Biden had radical left lunatics in his administration. Milquetoast, middle of the road corporate Democrat Joe Biden had radical left lunatics. Right. When you finally did have a radical left lunatic in front of you, Zoran Mamdani, you kissed his asshole, Donald Trump. So none of this holds any water whatsoever, carries any weight whatsoever. Liar. I'm hereby canceling, through Truth Social, by the way, true presidential proclamation. We'll get to that, though. I am hereby canceling all executive orders and anything else that was not directly signed by crooked Joe Biden, because the people who operated the Autopen did so illegally, says Donald Trump. No due process, just a proclamation, just a declaration. Fantastic. Joe Biden was not involved in the Autopen process, and if he says he was, he will be brought up on charges of perjury. Thank you. You gotta love it. Thank you for your attention to this matter, says our addled dementia patient of a president. And now listen, you would be correct to say, well, that's just him on Truth Social. It's not official, right? And this might not be official either, but the official White House Twitter account also tweeted this, and with the quote of him, I'm hereby canceling all executive orders, blah, blah, blah. And you know they're serious and patriotic because they put a flag emoji. They put a flag emoji in there. Now listen, Manu Raju, somebody I generally think does great work over at CNN. He had Bill Brennan, a former Donald Trump lawyer, on. And they talked about this. Now, I wanted to bring this specifically, this analysis, because this isn't some radical left lunatic that Donald Trump would have you believe. This is a guy who represented Donald Trump in court. This is Bill Brennan, former Trump lawyer, and these are his opinions about this.
Donald Trump's former attorney, Bill Brennan, who is live with us as well. Bill, thank you so much for joining us, too. I want to start with you and about whether Trump even has the authority to do this. He's saying he can do this. Can he actually do this legally?
Manu, it's my understanding that the Autopen's been around since around 1930. 2011, President Barack Obama first used it in a high value document. It was 3 sections of the Patriot Act that he wanted extended by Congress. Unfortunately, he was in France at the time. He used it. It was valid. In 2005, President George W. Bush asked the Department of Justice for an opinion, and the DOJ said at that time, under certain circumstances, the use of an Autopen is legally sufficient. I think the real issue here, Manu, is going to be scienter, whether or not President Biden knew that the documents that were signed with the Autopen were used. If he knew and he approved it, then I think it passes muster.
Yeah, because the president is saying that Biden would be charged with perjury. What basis does he have for making that charge?
Well, perjury is lying under oath. I think I don't know that President Biden made a statement that he approved the Autopen, that perjury would be applicable here. There's no doubt that the Autopen itself is a document that is a device that can be used. It's all going to depend on circumstances.
Oh, Bill, I think we lost Bill's feed there. He might have fallen there on the ground, but we'll bring him right back because he's got some good analysis here.
Do you think, Manu? I think we lost Bill's feed. It might have fallen on the ground. What? Look, I love you, Manu. I do, brother. But what gave you the first clue that you lost the feed and his phone might have fallen on the ground?
Bill.
All right. Let's get back to the matter at hand. All of that is correct. I mean, he's doing a little dance there where he's trying to give some possibility of accuracy or legitimacy to the actions of Donald Trump and what's going on here. But there is no precedence for this. The Autopen is absolutely okay. And just because Donald Trump says with the flapping lie hole under his nose that Joe Biden didn't know about him, they've presented no evidence of that. They've given no credible, it's not even a credible accusation. Like Joe Biden, who's still out there giving speeches, by the way, Jake Tapper, still out there on the circuit, still making public appearances and not dementia completely ruined, as Jake Tapper and the Trump camp would have you believe. Anyway, there's no evidence of this. This is just talk. This is just a distraction so we can find something else to talk about other than the fact that Donald Trump has been credibly accused of raping children. He's listed in the Epstein files. There are emails from years and years and years ago of Jeffrey Epstein saying, yeah, of course Donald Trump knew about the kids, the girls. Anyway, what do you think? I invite you to this conversation. Let's have it in the comments below this video. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I am going to see you next time. I appreciate it very much. Be genuine, as always, and take care of one another.